The debate over the minimum legal drinking age in the United States has been going on for over 35 years. In 1984, the National Minimum Drinking Age Act was enacted by all 50 states, prohibiting anyone under the age of 21 to purchase or consume alcohol. It is crazy to think that when most of our parents were freshmen in college, it was legal for them to drink at the age of 18. I believe that the legal drinking age in the United States should be 18 rather than 21. When comparing the pros and cons of the legal drinking age being 21 versus 18, the pros outweigh the cons for a multitude of reasons. First of all, there is strong evidence that supports the claim that allowing 18-year-olds to drink alcohol in regulated environments with supervision decreases unsafe drinking habits. Secondly, 18 is the start of adulthood according to the United States law. Therefore, adults should have the right to make their own decisions, including whether or not to consume alcohol. Lastly, the minimum legal drinking age of 21 is highly ineffective because teens consume alcohol regardless of the law and enjoy the thrill of breaking the rules. The drinking culture here in the United States is vastly different than that of European countries where the minimum legal drinking age is 18. It is worth noting that according to procon.org, 61% of countries have a drinking age of 18, leaving the United States to be one of only 12 countries with a legal drinking age of 21. Since we have such strict laws against underage drinking in the United States, it has caused teenagers to develop unhealthy drinking habits. On the contrary, in European countries where the legal drinking age is 18, teenagers view alcohol consumption in a much different way, since it is normal in their culture for them to casually drink in relaxed settings with friends and family at a much younger age. If teenagers were allowed to drink in places such as bars and restaurants, then they wouldn't resort to drinking in unsupervised locations where they are more inclined to binge drink since they only get the opportunity to consume alcohol on rare occasions. Furthermore, it is a great deal of responsibility that is tied to the age of 18, as it marks the start of adulthood. With that comes the civic responsibility to vote, join the military, get married, be prosecuted as adults, and much more. These are all very important tasks that should not be taken lightly. Therefore, it would only make sense for 18-year-olds to be granted the opportunity to legally consume alcohol. Teenagers at the age of 18 are expected to go off to college and live on their own, yet so many college freshmen, even here at USC, get caught with alcohol in their dorm room and are then sent to student conduct and required to pay a fine of at least $250 and attend a Carolina Awareness on Alcohol Policies and Safety class. Not only are college students getting in trouble for possessing alcohol, but unfortunately, many students are hospitalized from alcohol poisoning because they haven't been taught how to drink in moderation, nor have they had the freedom to drink without their parents monitoring them. The counter-argument to this point is that it is medically irresponsible to lower the minimum legal drinking age, since alcohol consumption can interfere with critical brain development that occurs during this period of life, which decreases vulnerability to addiction and other functions related to the frontal lobe. However, there is no denying that teenagers partake in underage drinking, and if they were exposed to alcohol at a younger age and given the opportunity to develop healthy drinking habits at the age of 18, then they would be less inclined to binge drink, which is more detrimental to brain development. In reality, although the minimum legal drinking age is 21, that does not stop teens from underage drinking, especially since there's even more of a thrill tied to illegal consumption of alcohol, since it is so taboo. Despite all the possible legal consequences that come with underage drinking, according to the website collegedrinkingprevention.org, 60% of college students drank alcohol in the past month, emphasizing the fact that teenagers are aware of the consequences but continue to carry on. Also, if the minimum legal drinking age was lowered to the age of 18, then teenagers would not experience the same adrenaline rush that they get from being rebellious and breaking the law. It is very unlikely that there will be a decrease in social drinking amongst college students in the future. Therefore, the minimum legal drinking age should be lowered to 18 so that students can enjoy themselves without having to sneak around law enforcement. College students and teenagers will continue to suffer the consequences of underage drinking until the National Minimum Drinking Age Act is overturned, but it is important for those who are underage to practice safe and healthy drinking habits. I encourage the audience to talk to their parents about this debate and ask them what their opinion is on this topic. especially if they were in college before the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 was enforced. I also encourage the audience to talk with incoming college students and younger friends about safe drinking habits and the importance of knowing one's tolerance before going off to college.